He loved the drums more than anything in the world. For years, Keith played soccer, basketball. He enjoyed hanging out with his friends. Was a good student at school. A very respectful child. On January 5th, I asked my husband to call 911 to assist us to get Keith the medical treatment that I felt he needed at that time. The first officer came to our house, spoke to Keith for 15 minutes. Another officer showed up. There was no yelling, everything was very quiet and just speaking. At that time, a third officer came into my home, quickly escalated the situation, told the officers that he didn't have time for it, to tase Keith and put him down now. Keith was tased. He fell to the ground. 2 police officers jumped on him. And very shortly after that, the third officer pulled out his gun and shot Keith. We just wanted something small and close. And when I saw this, I fell in love with it because I really feel had this third officer been trained to handle a mentally ill child, my child would still be alive. I thought to myself how terrible I was feeling. And I wanted to prevent another family from having to go through this terrible tragedy. I decided to look into it. Are these officers trained to handle something like this? And when I found out that they weren't, I felt I had to do something. So I approached Frank Eiler with a bill called Keith's Law. He's our North Carolina House representative. Keith's Law is specifically for mandatory CIT training in the state of North Carolina. Crisis intervention training teaches officers how to de-escalate situations, not escalate them. My son is not the only child who has been killed by inexperienced police officers. I just don't want to see this continue. And if I can stop one child from dying, then Keith's death will not be senseless. It would help other people.